The beginning of this presentation is a justification of why I was guided by the growth model when deciding on the most appropriate teaching strategies for exploring Chapter 15 of Harper Lee's novel To Kill a Mockingbird, whilst taking into consideration that this lesson is being delivered to a Year 8 Stage 4 class containing 4 Aboriginal and/or Torres Strait Islander children. 3 pieces of research informed my decision. Aboriginal and/or Torres Strait Islander pedagogical space needs to be respectful and culturally safe, according to Bierman and Townsend Cross. Secondly, traditional schooling practices can become alienating to both Indigenous and non-Indigenous students alike, according to Irwin. Finally, Aboriginal perspectives can be included into core curriculum content by using a variety of Aboriginal learning techniques, according to Yuccaporta and Kirby. Fourth, the personal growth model is useful for creating the culturally safe spaces required within this classroom setting. According to Dutton and Manuel, the growth model of teaching English believes in the creative potential of all children, holds the view that response is the defining activity of reading, and places a value on a student's language and prior experience. We'll be implementing a variety of appropriate teaching strategies whilst covering Chapter 15 of To Kill a Mockingbird. These strategies will be outlined through the example of a 3-word reading 3-word activity in class, explaining why I made these choices, how they specifically support Aboriginal and/or Torres Strait Islander students in the class, and fit into the teaching of the text. Opening with an engagement strategy can, according to Quinn and Driver, stimulate curiosity and potentially ignite students' interest about a topic. These strategies could include connecting text to personal experience, the use of props, visual images, or by creating debate or controversy. In this 3 words activity, students are given a list of characters from To Kill a Mockingbird and are asked to write down 3 words which they think best describe a character. Then in small groups, students share these words and reasons. Each group then decides on 3 words which best fit the characters. Finally, they share their conclusions with the class. This first 3-word activity helps students to activate their prior knowledge of the characters before reading the text, which according to Quinn and Driver provides a framework for scaffolding new knowledge. This activity also integrates with the 8 ways of perspective, which according to Yuccaporta and Kirby considers yarning or discussion as an important Aboriginal learning technique. The 15 of To Kill a Mockingbird marks a turning point in the novel where the underlying racism present in 1930s Macomb, Alabama becomes public, with the trial of Tom Robson, who is accused of beating and raping a young white woman. Quinn and Driver state there is no more powerful role model for how to succeed at English for students than their teacher. Reading part of the chapter out loud to the class before asking the students to finish the chapter themselves enables me to demonstrate or model correct pronunciation and phrasing, while also allowing me to pause at any obscure or difficult words, thus giving the students a template on how to navigate the text. According to Quinn and Driver, modelling contributes to creating teacher credibility, which is especially important when teaching Aboriginal and/or Torres Strait Islander students. However, Miller and Steele stress that credibility also comes from forming and maintaining cultural connections and by developing a deeper understanding of Aboriginal culture, identity and land. Understanding that the dramatic events of Chapter 15 could influence individual students' impressions of the characters, I would repeat the 3-word activity, asking students to discuss in small groups and then with the class as a whole if the words changed and why. By using the 3 words approach before and after the reading, students are provided with a tangible example of how our points of view change throughout the reading of a text.